This is an agency driver vlog, as I spent about 8 years being an agency driver, and you hear a lot about driver shortage, but not driver shortage. It's not. There's a shortage of drivers that want to be used and paid pennies, pittance. So what happened back in the day is companies paid drivers. Yeah, that's it. Which now is rarer. Because what happens back in the day, and over the years I've had like new company vans. Yeah, you get a company van. You get a van every probably 2 or 3 years. About every 3 years you get a new van. Used to. And but what happens is if we get a new van, there's some the company spends a lot of money on the vans, and then you get scrapes down the side of the vans. You can see why companies think, well, why should the company owner keep putting new vans on the road when drivers just keep damaging them, denting them? And then you've got down the owner driver route, because companies think, well, if you want to damage the van, damage your own van, and you can't be blamed for thinking that way, can you? But then the driver can't put a van on the road. So what's happened is you've got middle people that put vans on the road, and then you've got drivers, so they make money from the driver. Then you've got agencies, which also make money from the driver. And of the two, agencies is a better way of going to the driver. Is the better way of driving, but the problem is that agencies cannot guarantee you 5 days a week. They may not be able to guarantee you 2 days a week, 3 days a week. That's the chance that people have got to take as a driver. And now drivers won't get out of bed for £9 an hour, £9.50 an hour. And like now, back in the day, it used to be like 40, 50 drops. Now they're going out of 100, 120 drops, 150. The driver is working flat out, and there's too many people making money off the driver up at different levels. And people are leaving this in driving vans. No, I'm looking at my data, my time. Driving vans now, the jobs where you could probably get 10 drops in a van, 12 drops in a van, probably over about 2 or 3 counties. They're about, but they're hard to find. Most van work is multi-drop, high volume multi-drop. Then you go up to 7.5 ton. 7.5 ton, you might get a route 10 drops. Or pallet network, you might get 16 pallets, 16 drops, 2 loads. Yeah, two loads of pallets, two loads of deliveries. Empty the truck, come back, then empty it. That's about a day's work. Or you probably get a 7.5 ton multi-drop, which is like a full van of just a busy full-on day. But once you get into like class 2, you get more distance, less drops. And then when you get to class 1, even more distance, less drops. Sometimes why not just cut a couple of drops. But the money's at the top of the tree, which is why you see all these YouTube bloggers going for class 2 and class 1. There's no money in vans without working very hard. And 7.5 ton. 7.5 ton, you get some decent work, but there's not a shortage of drivers. There's a shortage of drivers that are prepared to work for pennies that's being offered, because there's too many people in the middle trying to make a few quid off the driver. That's your problem in the driving industry, because it's gone that way. And now I think it's going to reverse back to companies just employing drivers straight off, as it used to be. Back in the day, major parcel company only had 1, 2, 3 franchisees. That's it. The rest were all on the books. Now it's just complete chaos. It's like the same. It's driving industry now has gone like a supermarket checkout. Yeah, it's like 1, 2, and 3 are Tesco's or a supermarket employees, same as whatever. Yeah. Till number 4 or 5 is franchised out. Till what a complete mess. But the thing is that people's jobs have gone from being employed to not being employed. And now, if you're looking at job pages, you'll see so much per day, so much per day. Make sure you can provide your own van. No one wants that. That's why you've got a shortage of drivers. Anyone that's good in driving is in driving, which is why it creates a problem. Trying to find people that want to do 150 jobs on the spur of the moment when someone phones in ill or has a week off holiday. Because anyone that's good at it is actually working in it. And anyone that isn't, I'm not working at the moment, so usually isn't. Usually. But then again, now you've got to get people that want to work for more than unemployment benefit pays $9.50 a month, which isn't a lot less than someone working for 40, 50 hours a week on pennies. There you go, that's driving industry for you. I've done many years in driving, and yeah, currently I can only drive a van, even though I've got years and years of experience of 7.5 tonne category C1. Just got to do my driver CPC.